man standing with the WWE title on his hands was me, Alberto Del Rio. There's no one better than Alberto Del Rio in WWE, so you better get used to see me as a WWE champion for long. I'm powerful! Long. I'm rich! Long time.
Berto, I hate to interrupt anybody when they're talking, but I never received my one-on-one title shot after you cashed in your Money in the Bank contract on me. You got the cojones to put the title on the line against me?
Losers don't deserve title shots. Why don't you come and see me when you do something right?
Executive Vice President John Laurinaitis gave CM Punk the opportunity he was waiting for.
CM Punk will face Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship if CM Punk can defeat Mark Henry.
If Punk can land the elbow here, Jerry, this could be over. Punk, elbow to the heart. And there's the WWE Champion Alberto Del Rio, his personal ring announcer Ricardo Rodriguez. But he sent Rodriguez to the ring, and Rodriguez is pummeling away on Mark Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as a result of a disqualification, Mark Henry.
CM Punk is livid. I believe what it means is that Punk doesn't get his title opportunity at Survivor Series.
Later that night,
Wow! Alberto Del Rio is knocked out cold.
CM Punk took matters into his own hands.
It's a simple yes or no answer.
What do you say? What do you say?
And I'm not gonna let go until you say yes to giving me my match at Survivor Series.
Can I have a match at Survivor Series? You have your match! Oh, no!
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE Championship. Please welcome at this time Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez.
Damas y caballeros, aquí en esta noche en Nueva York les presento al hombre que ganará su título otra vez, al Orgullo de México, el patrón. Él es Alberto Del Rio.
Man, I hope Alberto Del Rio does some serious damage to CM Punk here tonight so CM Punk can understand what it's like to be in pain. Oh, will you quit being a crybaby, Cole?
Ladies and gentlemen, per the request of the challenger, I would like to introduce CM Punk's personal ring announcer, WWE Hall of Famer, Howard Finkel.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Nearly 17,000 strong here in the Big Apple, on their feet for the #1 contender, CM Punk. And any way you look at it, Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk is going to be a hell of a matchup here tonight at Survivor Series. Ladies and gentlemen, the 50-year history of the WWE Championship. The title has changed hands here in New York on 15 occasions, more than any other place in the entire world. Will it happen tonight? And CM Punk is finally getting his rematch after Alberto Del Rio cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam. Alberto Del Rio has had a magical year. He began the year off by winning the largest Royal Rumble in history. He also won the Money in the Bank ladder match and then cashed it in at SummerSlam to win the WWE title. Oh, wait a minute. You know you have to keep an eye on Ricardo Rodriguez, because throughout this entire magical year that you speak of, Rodriguez has been there creating shortcuts for Del Rio. And I don't think that's befitting of a champion. You know, CM Punk enters this match a 4-time world champion and a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. In fact, he's the only man to win it 2 years in a row. You know, not to brag or anything, Cole, but I have quite an impressive Survivor Series history myself. I wouldn't call teaming with Sleazy, Queasy, and Cheesy to be Doink, Dink, Pink, and Wink impressive, King. Hey, wait a minute, Michael. That Dink was a lot tougher than he looked. Plus, a win's a win. So then I shouldn't bring up 95 and 96, right? No. The kick connects. There's another great kick. Look at CM Punk pouring on the aggression. And there's the reversal. Oh, man, what impact from that suplex. And a swinging neckbreaker takes him down. King, John Cena has been named Superstar of the Year at the Slammies the past 2 years. Yeah, but you'd have to think whichever superstar wins this match here tonight will be the odds-on favorite to win this year's Superstar of the Year when the Slammies are held next month. You know, King, speaking of the Slammies, I'm no stranger to that award. I've a few proudly displayed on my mantle at home. Well, unfortunately, I also won a few Slammies in 1996, and they weren't necessarily career highlights, considering what I won them for. And let's just leave it at that, Cole. CM Punk says he's going to make the WWE Championship interesting again. What I don't like about CM Punk is the way that he coerced Alberto. Oh my! CM Punk! You know, King, I'm thinking about filing a criminal and civil law. Pump Del Rio up high, go for the GTS. Oh, but look at Del Rio. He's not even going for that cross arm breaker. And, whoa, watch that roundhouse. Yeah, but look at Del Rio. Del Rio floats into the arm breaker. Arm breaker. Man, look at this! There's that patented arm bar, the cross arm breaker. Another submission maneuver. Oh, man, look at his face. The pain has to be crippling. You know, I've been watching Alberto Del Rio since he arrived here in the WWE, and he's always working the little things, something his opponent never sees coming. That's what's unique about Alberto Del Rio. What's going to be interesting is that you would have to assume the strategy for both men in this matchup is to work the arms of the other. For Del Rio, it's the cross arm breaker, and of course for Punk, the Anaconda Vice. And you would have to think that both of these guys are under a lot of pressure. It doesn't get any bigger than competing in the Big Apple. The past couple of weeks, Alberto Del Rio has assaulted CM Punk back in the locker room area as he's tried to gain every advantage here tonight. You know, I don't necessarily agree with Del Rio's approach, but I do understand it. When you're champ, you don't want to lose the title. Once you get that feeling, it stays with you forever. Del Rio, a 2-time WWE champion, certainly knows what it means to be WWE champion. His second reign started back in Hell in a Cell when he turned back then champ John Cena and CM Punk. You know, the young guys watching in the locker room area can learn a lot. CM Punk is rolling forward right before our eyes. CM Punk had a chance and blew it. Tonight marks CM Punk's first Survivor Series match since 2009, as injury prevented him from competing last year. Yeah, meanwhile, last year was Alberto Del Rio, so that's it. He's done. It's so hard to game plan for CM Punk, Cole. Yes, considering his Muay Thai style, it allows Punk to use his legs, his weapons, as much as his arms. Oh, jeez. Oh, no! That cut is just pouring now. Oh, look at this! Oh, and a kick out. And look at Punk, wait! He's got him! The Anaconda Vice locked in on Del Rio! Del Rio, maybe his, look at this! Del Rio tapping out! We got a new champion! Oh my God! CM Punk.
John Cena and CM Punk would continue on their separate paths heading into WrestleMania 28. CM Punk took on Y2J in a battle of the best.
What a matchup! CM Punk remains the WWE Champion.
While Cena went one-on-one with the Great One.
Rock bottom! Rock bottom! The Rock has beat John Cena! John Cena had him, but The Rock prevails.
But as fate would have it, John Cena was granted an opportunity that could potentially put CM Punk and the WWE Championship in his crosshairs yet again.
The WWE Championship Contract Money in the Bank ladder match will be Kane, The Big Show, Chris Jericho, and John Cena.
For the very first time in his career, John Cena steps into a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Here we go, baby. It just got kicked off.
Oh, and there goes Big Show, and John Cena is rolling.
Talking about hurt, talking about pain. Right here, John Cena is dishing it out.
John Cena with Big Show up on his shoulders. Are you kidding me? Look at Cena.
Wow.
John Cena and AA through the table. Here's Cena. Now using the briefcase as a weapon. John Cena won it. John Cena won it. John Cena wins Money in the Bank. John Cena now guaranteed a WWE Championship match whenever he wants it. And you know, somewhere, WWE Champion CM Punk is looking over his shoulder